Hello everyone, and thanks for stopping by to Scrap and Craft with Terry. Today we're going to make an easy one-sheet folio. And I saw this a while back on Camellia Craft Designs, and I had my notes all made out for it and thought that I would really like to do that project, but it kind of got set aside, so we're going to go ahead and give it a try today. So if you like my video, I just ask that you give me a thumbs up and check out my other ones. So I'm going to kind of do my cutting, my scoring and cutting on this paper. I'm going to do it, I'm going to make my project on this color paper. So I already have all of that cut out, but I figured it would just be easier to show you on this. So we're going to start out with 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and this is just a lightweight cardstock. So we're going to, with the 11-inch side up here, we're going to go ahead and start our scoring. So we're going to score at, let me turn this around a little bit because I got it the wrong way. We're going to score at 3 inches, 3¼ inches. Then we're going to score at 6¼ 6.5, 9.5, and 9 3/4. Then we're going to turn to the 8.5 side, and I'm going to score it at 8¼ because we're going to cut this off. And I'll do that in just a second, but I'm going to go ahead and score it. And then we're going to come over to 2 7/8, and we're going to score right here. Okay. Then when I turn this over, I have this marked as to where I'm going to cut this off and where I'm going to cut this. So I'm going to go ahead and move this. Hopefully you'll be able to see all of this. So I'm going to have this right here, and we're going to cut that little 1/4 inch off. See, I'd already scored this and marked it. So we're just going to cut this off. Well, that tore my paper. Then we're going to move over here to the 2 7/8, and we're going to cut this off. I don't know what's happening here. It's mangling my paper. I'm glad this is not my project. Okay. Now, we're going to go ahead and hopefully we'll be able to cut the rest of it without, let me clean out this little valley in here. I'll be right back. Okay, so hopefully that helps. Now, up here where this little piece is right here, at the top of this double score line, we're going to cut that off. Hopefully I was holding that in the right place. So we're going to cut that off, and we're making our waterfall. It must be this, it doesn't like this paper. But we're going to keep this little piece here. Maybe I ought to cut it with my scissors. Then we're going to cut at the next score mark, which is right here. We're going to cut that off. Then we're going to go down and cut at this next score line, and we're going to cut that off. So we have these score lines, and these are going to be our waterfall. Okay. I think for cutting this paper, I should not try this cutter. Now, on this part here, we're going to go down to, now let me check my notes. All right, we're going to cut, this is going to be the top of our base piece here, where this score line is. This is going to be our top flap, and then this will be our body, and then we're going to cut it off right at the top of this score line right here. Let's see if I can ink it a little bit. We're going to cut off right at the top of this score line. Okay, so this is going to be our base, and it'll fold over like this. So this will be our little folio. Now with this piece here, we're going to measure over 2 7/8. It's going to be the same size as this right here. We're going to measure over 2 7/8. Make a mark there. Seeing how I don't want to use that cutter on, whoops, what are we doing here? Well, that one was wrong. 2 7/8. Make sure I got it in the right spot. Okay. Looks just a little bit wider because I chewed the end of this thing up. All right, so this is going to make our fourth waterfall, because we have to have 4 of them. Then this is going to be our large pocket, so we're just going to cut this score line off. And aren't you glad we're not using this paper? Okay, so I'm going to bring this back in. This is our body. And that's this part right here. Then we have our 4 waterfalls. Our large pocket. And I think I lost my small pocket. So let me find it and grab it. Oh, it's right here. It's my small pocket. So these are our 2 pockets. So these are the same size, widthwise. So let's get rid of this stuff. And then these are the 2 pieces that was cut off. This was off of the long piece, and this was off of our large pocket. Okay? Now, I scored, or I inked around the outside, but I'm going to go ahead and ink my score lines so you can see them a little bit better, because we do have brown against brown, and maybe I should put some white paper up here. I just want to be able to see the inside of my score line so you can see where I'm putting the waterfalls. So I'm kind of like turning it against my score line. Maybe if I just laid this down, this will show it a little bit better. And then I'm going to score on these. And this is really heavy cardstock. I didn't really think it was going to be this heavy when I got it. Okay, so I think that's all I have to score now. So these are going to fold up this way. Now I think maybe on the outside I'm going to want to do that also. So hang on. I was trying to decide when I did this if I just wanted to show you the pieces that was cut out, or if I wanted to show you the way it was scored and then how to cut it. And well, we have found that with my regular paper cutter, that yellow paper is not very good for cutting. Should be able to use it with my guillotine though, but I didn't want to put that up here. With my large guillotine, I have that on a different table. All right, so everything is scored now. So we're going to start off by just burnishing these down good to make sure that they're all even. Okay, now we're going to have our waterfall at the top and the bottom, so they're going to kind of overlap each other. And I thought the way she did this was a pretty cool idea. Once you get your stuff cut out, when you know what you're doing, you know, you don't have to cut it out twice or figure out what the problem is. It shouldn't really take that long to assemble it. So I'm going to go right up to the edge. And you can see where I scored along the edge, so it kind of all flows there together. Just try to make sure it's even. Get rid of any glue that we don't want. And then we're going to put our second one down here on the bottom. And I said these were scored at 1/2 inch. They're scored at 1/4 inch. But if you follow the measurements, then you find that they're 1/4 inch. Sometimes I know what I want to say and it comes out wrong. Okay. Now we'll just burnish that down. So when these flip down, then one will flip up, or one will flip up and one will flip down. And we'll put our next one at the top. And we're just going to butt that right up with the one that's already on there. Just making sure that they're pretty even. And we're going to do our last one on the bottom. Just going to line that up. So this will flip up and down and up and down. Isn't that pretty cool? That's a pretty cool idea. I like that. Okay. Now, over here, we're going to have our large pocket and our small pocket. Before I put these on, I want to add a piece of paper. Let me sort through all my stuff over here. And we're going to kind of do a music theme on this. So I didn't make this go all the way to the bottom because this is going to cover that up. So I just kind of inked a little bit around the outside. And this music paper here is out of a book that's really, really old. So the paper, as I was inking it, was in some spots cracking a little bit. But I think the old paper really looks cool. Has character. So we'll come over here, glue this down. I haven't done anything with music paper for a while, so I thought today was the day. I'm going to go ahead and glue my pocket on. Now you could cut thumb notches in this if you wanted to. I guess I'm not going to. And that'll give us a pocket there. And we'll put our small one down here. So I'm only doing the 3 edges. Oh, wait a minute. I don't want to put this one on yet. I want to put my paper on here first. So let me see. I'm thinking this was my paper. Yes. I want to put this down first. So I just tore my paper. So it's just kind of torn all willy-nilly. Now I can put this back on there. It's easier to put the paper down inside before you put the other pocket on. Now I'm just going to glue this on here. Then I have these stickers. So I'm going to put this on this one and this one on this one. And these stickers came from Temu. I kind of went over them slightly with my, well, slightly or lightly, whatever you want to call it, with my ink, but the stickers are kind of shiny, so if you rub too hard, the ink comes off. But I did it just to tone them down a little tiny bit. Okay. Then in here, I want to put a piece of paper, and I think I have to tear it down some because this is too big. I think I want that top part, so we'll go down right around in here. I wasn't really sure what it was going to be after I got my waterfall put on. So I can tear that little bit off because I don't want it to go over into my part that folds. Maybe I'll just bring this off a little tiny bit more. So how's everyone doing? How's everyone enjoying their weather? We're going to have a whole bunch more winter left. But what are you going to do? So far today, it's not doing anything outside. It's just cloudy and kind of cold. All right, that'll go in there good. Now on this part here, even though I'm putting the music paper down, you could also add a piece of plain, like in the center, if you wanted to journal, or this would be a good spot for a photo. Anything that you wanted to put on it. Now I have my papers that's going to go on the outside of these, but I didn't cut any for the inside. So I could probably round up some coffee dyed paper to put in there. So I'm just covering each one with my book page, my music page. Then I'm going to put a sticker on each one. So when I get my sticker undone here and get it put on, and I think these are just so pretty. Aren't they pretty? I'm going to go ahead and go off, finish putting my papers on these and my stickers, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now, while I was off, I went ahead and put the coffee dyed paper on the back of each one, just stamped a little flower, just so it didn't look plain, and the black goes good with the black and the music paper. So now we're going to fold up the bottom, fold down the top, fold up the bottom, and fold down the top. So we're going to put Velcro on this top flap, and it'll connect to this bottom one, and then that'll hold our waterfall shut. I had to put a band-aid on my thumb because my thumb is split. Happens every winter. Let me cut these apart, it'll be easier. So with a band-aid on my thumb, now I can't do anything. Okay, I got it off. So we'll put this on the top, right up there. And we'll try to put that on there straight. See if we can get that off. There we go, finally. And then we're just going to fold that right down and connect that there. Just trying to make for sure that your flaps are kind of straight. Now mine just went right down and stuck, so hopefully it's straight. And there we go. So that'll hold that down. Now we're going to come over here and let's see. I have this piece that I'm just going to put on the inside here just to cover it up. And there's that. Now I'm just going to lay it down here to do my front flap. And I'm going to put this on here, but I got to put it right side up. Really like making these little folios. They're fun. It's nothing huge. Doesn't take a long time. And then I'm going to put this on top there, right in the center. And I think that'll be cute. My leaves will hang off, and that'll be fine. Might have to just put a little tiny bit of powder on the leaves that are hanging off so they're not sticky. And I just used baby powder. And I think that's about centered. Yeah, them are pretty sticky, so I'll have to use a little bit of baby powder on them. And then it'll hang over like that, and I think that's cute. So now I'll just lay it down like this, because this is going to fold up. So this is going to be on here like this. So we're going to glue this down. This can be just a little standalone folio. You can glue it into your journal or your scrapbook, or you can stick it in a pocket. It's however you want to use it. And then, how did this go? I think it goes like this. I think that would be upside down. No, I think it goes like this. So we're going to stick it like that. I bought these stickers all a while back, and then somewhere along the way they got lost in the shuffle. So we're going to use them now. All right. So then this will fold up like this. And then this is going to close down like this. And right in here, unfortunately, we're going to have this this Velcro piece stuck on there, but that's going to hold our folio shut. But I think it'll be okay. You'll still be able to see the pretty picture behind it. So I'm going to stick this in the center. These Velcro dots really have a lot of sticky on them, which is a good thing. So we'll fold this up, make sure that our flap's even, and stick that down. And I don't think that bothers that picture any. So how cute is that? All right, so now we have a couple of tags for in here. Now all I did was just did a little collage of the music paper on here, and I'm just going to put a sticker on it. I just had some little strips of the paper left over, and instead of throwing it away, I just thought we could put it right on there. I thought it could be part of it. I don't think that goes like that. I think that goes like this. And that's how we're putting it anyway. Yeah. Because I don't think that looks right. No. Well, right, wrong, or indifferent. That's where it's going. And this little tag is 2 inches by about 2 1/4. So that'll sit right down in there. Let's see if it sits sideways too. Yeah, it goes in there like that. Okay. Then we have a longer one, and I did the same thing with the little strips, just did a collage. And then I'm going to put this tall sticker on here. As long as I can get the background or the back piece off. Get them just right, they pop off. And we'll just put this on. And then we have 4 inches by 2 1/4. And then that'll just sit down in our toe pocket. And then we still have the paper behind it. So then we have our waterfall. And even though there's stickers on here, you could still put a little photo on it. You could write or put a photo on the back of each one of them. And then you could do the same in here. You could put a photo on there. So I think it's a cute little project. And then we just fold this down. So let me know down in the comments what you think of our project for today. And I hope you come back to see me for my next video, whatever that might be. And until then, everyone, happy crafting. Bye for now.